Okay, so the Chinese fella is running the Ottomans, right? And Xbox is running the Chinese. Alright, so we got China versus Ottoman. And we've seen quite a few of these lately. From what I can tell you, running China against Ottomans, bad idea. Very bad idea. It's a horrible idea, actually. Because every instance I've seen it, it's been a total disaster. Absolute disaster. So, why is that? Well, the thing is, Ottomans, when they see China, they're thinking two things. Fast fortress or fast industrial. Basically, get up quickly, get a ton of powerful units that the Chinese roster can't deal with under any circumstances, and then it's GG. Yeah. The only way China even ekes out a win against Ottomans is if they do some weird early gameplay, and you're just able to sort of outmaneuver their stuff. But if the Ottoman knows what he's doing, especially on this map, Great Plains, where your trading post is right around the corner to build as part of the build war, Ottoman has it in the bag, you know. But let's not discount him. Maybe China's figured something out. We'll have to see. I mean, they get a few decent shipments, you know. They obviously have the Manchu. They got some alright elite cavalry in H3. We'll find out. We'll find out. If they end up doing something, it would be pretty amazing, but I wouldn't hold my tongue just yet. Or my breath. Yeah, hold your tongue and your breath. Alright, so, yep, this is definitely going to be a fast industrial, if he can get away with it. If not, he's going for fast fortress. Plain and simple there. China has built a village over here, it looks like, and they're going for T-export, it looks like. That's usually the card you start with China. It's such a great shipment because it gives you 100 export, gives you a trickle of 0.35 per second. Also gives you a consulate wagon, saving you 200 wood. And why is that important? Because, well, China likes to go with the Russian allies and grab that free blockhouse that they give you with that export. Now, it's quite powerful because not only is it a structure that has a range attack to defend the area, gives you about 5 population, but it can also train your bear armies there too. And not just the infantry ones, it trains all of them. So you can even get the cavalry related ones there too. So, yeah. Pretty neat, actually. Pretty neat what you can get away with the Chinese blockhouse. It's even more flexible than the Russian one, surprise, surprise. So, yeah. And that's exactly what he's going to do. He went with the Russian allies there. He's going to bide his time. When he gets enough export, get that blockhouse. Pretty easy recipe there. And then for a wonder, you go with Summer Palace. Gives you free bear armies over time, plus some crates of food. Can't go wrong there, you know. The only time that you don't see that is when you often see the Chinese player go with the French consulate and then they go with the porcelain tower. But in every other instance, you're going to see Summer Palace. If you're really crazy, you could try going White Pagoda with Kung Fu fighting, but we don't usually see that outside Wars Liberty these days because of the way the balance works. Alright, so again, about 25 wood. Might be time to get a market down, China. Maybe get your hunting eagles, perhaps. Looks like he already has the market, actually. It was right there, and I just saw it. I was like, wait a second. Oh, no. So that's great, then. That means you can actually get his hunting eagles now. And his water wheel, too. Water wheel for the wood chopping, and then you can get hunting eagles for the food. How convenient. Or did he already get hunting eagles? Maybe he didn't. I didn't even see it. Yeah. I get so busy yapping sometimes I don't even know what's going on. It's a dilemma you run into when you cast games. I'm sorry, I get into huge tangents and I just go like, yap about strategy, and then I'm like, oh, did he get that technology yet? Even though you probably saw it right in front of your eyes, so yeah. Alright, so while I'm in at this stage, starting with the 5 Uruks, against steel traps, and then gonna get the 700 coin, right? Reason for that is basically gives you definitely enough food to not only propel you into H3, but possibly H4 as well, you know, because you got those 5 extra vills, plus their hunt and gather rate is soup to the maximum at that point. So yeah, it's quite good. Now, we'll see how fast their age up is and if they run into any sort of problems, right? Ottoman player making another strong move, going for trading post number 2 in the middle here. This is going to make their shipment arrivals even faster now. So if they want to go with the Royal Decree route in Age 4, they're going to be able to get the mosque construction and the Royal Decree in rather quick speed, you know? In the last game, you noticed that the opposing player actually got that trading post, and thus they were forced to fall back on their Safahi shipment. Still winning, of course, but not being able to win with tons of overkill like they probably would like to do. Yeah. It's like the food is reaching where it needs to. The gold needs a bit of grabbing there. The crate should satisfy that. Pushing forward with sentries? Okay. Okay, what is this? What is this? Did he click that by accident? You can't tell me that he did that on purpose. Did he really just call his sentries out? What is that, man? What is this guy doing? Really? Why would you call your sentries out? There's not even any military on the field yet. Oh, wait a second. Do these outlaws still have the cow? No, they don't. Okay. He might. Oh, he's actually using these to fight treasure guardians. Now that's interesting. I've actually seen somebody do that in Wars of Liberty. I think it's Ringo. He'll actually call his Minutemen out and have them at 1 HP to help him collect treasures. I mean, I can't say for certain if it's good, but I will say for sure in middle map Great Plains, where these huge 210 XP treasures are, it might be worth it, you know, it might be worth it in the end, because how much does the emergency thing cost? 80 food, 80 gold? It's definitely something to consider for a price, but it's not the most expensive thing. Alright, so looks like they're just trying to catch up, I think, because they know what's coming from the Ottomans at any moment. In fact, the Ottomans are already shipping in the Safahis now. You saw what they did against the Ethiopians. It's going to be a similar story against the Chinese, if not worse, you know, because at least Ethiopia has some pretty strong stuff like the Gascanya. Quang pikemen are going to struggle against Safais. Yeah, I used to do a lot of ranked in Age of Empires 3D, and I could tell you both the Kijiks and the Quang pikemen of China, you need a ton of those things to go up against Safais. If you have like 2 or 3 banner armies worth, you won't make it. You're not going to make it. The splash attack and the tanky stats just lets them breeze right through them. Alright, so some step riders right here. Stepping right into a dumpster fire. The sentries are completely toast. Alright, these are down. Very good. Chukunu. This is starting to look a little bit familiar to me, this game. I don't know why. I've probably seen a ton of these Ottomans games done at this point that it's starting to grow on me a little bit, you know? Yeah, no. Definitely. So, yeah. Very cool. I just opened the chat up, by the way, too. I closed it last night because it was glitching out and stuff, and I didn't want to look at it, so... Yeah, if you want to chat anything to me while I cast this stuff, feel free to talk to me a bit and ask questions, make comments, just say hi, whatever you want. Alright, yeah, this is starting to look familiar, but it's alright. I mean, if you didn't get to see the previous streams, I guess maybe you can enjoy it again. Yeah. I know the next game is definitely a new one, though, so yeah. I think what happened is that Xbox submitted the same recording, but he called him player and didn't put the because he's probably not Chinese, so he doesn't have those letters on his keyboard, and thus he just called him player or something or whatever. And that's totally fine. I mean, I didn't even think of that possibility myself. You know, I just assumed that, yeah, no. I wonder why 2 people submit the recording, though. That's, like, so insane, you know. They should coordinate with each other and make sure that they're only one person doing it, not both. If you got both people doing it, it makes it a chaotic mess, and, yeah. So we do see mosque construction coming in now, and after that, this is coming. Or at least I think it is. It should be coming in, yeah. quite deadly too. Yeah, because basically what happens is you get a Royal Decree that gives you 3 bombards. That is gigantic. They're like big boy artillery. Yeah, when it gives you some Safahis and gives them hand armor, that's even worse. Oh yeah, I remember this game. Xbox gets the Doppelsoldiers to fight the Safahis, and should I spoil it to you? Well, but let's just say that these guys, even though these are actually a really good anti-cav unit, they're not enough. They're not enough against these guard Safahis. Yeah, no. It's pretty insane when these big, heavy swordsmen here can't even down a guy with a mace on a horse. Yeah, no, it's crazy. And just like the last game, he's just buying his time until the extra Safahis arrive, and then he just creams whatever he's dealing with, no matter what it is. You know, he's crushing heavy infantry right now, which cavalry is not supposed to do, but Safahis can pull it off with the right numbers and micro. Yep, and then he makes his Forbidden Army there. That gets crushed as well. Yeah, no, Safahis are a real menace to deal with. Thankfully, you can't train them as Ottomans. You have to send them from the home city. But be forewarned, in Definitive Edition, they do actually have some cards where you can get them infinitely sent. That's one thing we did not have in the Legacy game, but they do have in Definitive Edition. If you're an Ottoman player, it's great because you can use them throughout the game then. But if you're the victim, ouch. Yeah. Getting the imams as well to heal up these guys. I think that's a pretty solid move. Bombards. Good. Gotta get that gang sign so you can get your Nizam containing Royal Decree tech done as well. It costs all wood. And then get the one that has the Safahis. Did he send the one? No, he did not, because I don't see the hand armor on yet. Because just imagine how scary that is, adding hand armor to a Safahi. So even if you try to fight them with like pikes or muskets or something, now they tank against that too. They already tank against it, but that armor really makes them tank against it then. Yeah. It's this one right here, the Kapakulu Core. Right now you'll see the new armor value right now. Yep, 10% hand. Hand in hand. Oh, Manchu. Here comes the Manchu. This is like the best counter cavalry thing that the Chinese can pull off in Age 3 usually, is that big Manchu shipment. It's doing alright. I mean, he took out one Safai, but still, look at all these guys. It's very hard for him to do that because he doesn't have any source supports there, and then he's got bombards blasting them. It's really bad. And now comes the Nizams as well, so not good. It's looking like an Ottoman win against China again. It's been going on since the start of time, since I used to do ranked. I have never seen Ottomans doing a fast industrial losing to China. Never. I don't think even Widgie was able to do it before, because I saw him trying to grow in a ranked ladder, and he had to do it with the fast industrial Ottoman, and he couldn't do it with the Chinese. Yeah, he tried his hardest, and I commended him for, like, you know, doing hand moors and stuff and really trying to counter it, but just didn't have the stuff needed as a civ to do it. Wow. Which is sad, because sometimes you wish that a civ can sort of do anything, and there's just some things that a civ cannot do, which is deal with an Ottoman fast industrial done right. Yeah. Okay, so here comes the Flying Crow. It's going to be flying in the opposite direction soon enough. Alright. Oh, Manchu. Choo-choo. Oh, boy. Bombard down. Nice. It's a game so good we got to see it twice. A game so nice we got to see it twice. That's a good run. Big time. GG. Very good game. So good we got to see it again. Or because you don't have Chinese letters on your keyboard, son.